So this is a 204 C63 that we've got in for a major service and a few of the common issues that we spoke about in our other C63 video, and I'll show you the parts that we've got for it now. So this car is going to be having a full service, engine oil, gearbox oil, rear diff oil, brake fluid, air filters and spark plugs, using all genuine parts. Customers opted to go for Castrol SRF brake fluid as an upgrade, and then these are the parts that we've got to carry out the rest of the work. The variators on these are known for rattling. The plates wear out where the pin locates in the plate. So these are new plates from 63 Motorsports. So we're going to rebuild the variators. We've got ARP titanium bolts to hold the variators together, because if you try and reuse the original bolts, they can stretch. That also comes with new pins and new springs to go inside the variators. We've got rocker cover gaskets and front cover gaskets, new variator bolts. We're also going to remove the cams and change all of the lifters, as these are a common point for wearing. We've got the diamond washers to go behind the variators, and then also another real common failure point on these cars is the injectors. So he's having 8 new Bosch injectors, which will stop the issue where the injectors stick open and potentially destroy the engine. So we've got the airboxes off, remove the rocker covers, coil packs and spark plugs. I've also taken the fan housing out just because it gives you more room down the front of the engine. It makes it easier to inspect the bout and the pulleys, which is a common failure point on these engines. Also gives you more room to turn the engine over whilst we're doing the work on the cams and the variators. We'll show you, but I've just placed a sheet of cardboard down there to protect the radiator to make sure we don't cause any damage to that. Injectors will come out next. We'll remove the fuel rail and replace those. We'll remove the front covers, the variators, and then the cams, and we'll inspect the cams for any damage, as they do wear the tip on the lobe of the cams. So potentially they'll need to be replaced, but we'll fully inspect them once they're removed. The cylinder head bolts are another common failure point on these cars. In my opinion, it's not as common as people make out. I've seen very few fail, but it does happen. This car has got the updated head bolts in, so we won't be doing them. We will just be removing the cams, replacing the lifters, and then rebuilding the variators on the front of the cams. Just an update on the C63. We've carried out the full service so far. Gearbox oil. We just need to set the level at the end. We've done rear diff oil, brake fluid, and air filters and spark plugs will be done whilst we're carrying out this work. So as you can see, we've got the rocker covers off, both banks timed up using genuine Mercedes timing tools. We've got the bar, I don't know if you can see, got the locking bar in the back there, locking bar on the cams there, and then this plate on the front to line up the phasers. So we had both banks locked at the same time, crankshaft pulley set to 40 degrees, and then I've stripped this side out, so I've got the cams out, the cam adjusters out, and down to the lifters, as you can see, which have a little bit of wear on them, not excessive, but the customer wants to get them done whilst we're here. I'll just take you over here. So we've got our 2 camshaft adjusters from bank 1 with our genuine timing tool to line up the lash gear, make it easier to remove. We've got the diamond washer, very important to make sure they don't fall down inside the engine. They sit in the back of the cam adjuster here. The cam adjuster bolt, which we'll replace, and then the front section. So we need to rebuild those. Cams are in good condition, just need to clean up. And then the cam caps again, clean them up, engine loom, and it can all go back together. I have got both the rocker covers back on, all new gaskets. The front covers are on with new gaskets, new spark plugs torqued down, coil packs back in. Got all new idler pulleys and tensioner on the front. So we're just going to refit the bout, refit the fan, drop the airboxes in, and then it's good to start up. We have still got to do injectors, but I just want to fire it, make sure it's all good. and then we will do the injectors. So it's all back together. I've ran it up. It did have a bit of lifter tick for a few minutes, which is normal. I let the lifters sit in oil for about 3 or 4 days, but it doesn't always work 100%. And when you first start them, you get a bit of a ticking noise, so you just bring the revs up and it fills the lifters. Ran out to temperature, so now I am going to drop the engine oil. I'm going to drain the sump and the engine oil cooler, put the fresh oil in. This C63 is all done now. So just to recap on what we've done, we've carried out a full service, engine oil, oil filter. We've replaced the brake fluid with Castrol SRF. We have replaced the air filters, the spark plugs, gearbox oil and filter, and also the rear diff oil. So everything is up to date in regards to the service. We have also fixed a few of the common issues with the M156 engine, which are the cam adjusters under here, which we've shown earlier in the video. We've rebuilt those using the 63 Motorsports plates, pins and springs. The reason for this is that Mercedes only sell the complete adjuster. They're very expensive, and obviously they're prone to wearing and causing a rattling noise. By upgrading the plates using these 63 Motorsports plates, it will never happen again. Also, whilst we're in there, we've done everything else required. We replaced the lifters, which you don't have to, but this customer opted to do it whilst you're there. It's not much more work to remove the cams and replace the lifters. We replaced all the bolts that are required and the diamond washers on the back of the cam adjusters. New rocker cover gaskets, new front cover gaskets, and we have also replaced the fuel injectors. As we mentioned before, they are a common failure point on this engine, and it can actually cause major engine damage because the injectors stick open and fill the cylinders with fuel. So they've all been replaced as well. And then a couple other little bits, we've done an MOT on it, and also replaced a couple of parking light bulbs. It had one bulb that was out, and we've replaced that, but the other side had a blue LED bulb in, so we've replaced both to make them match. So now it's all good, ready to go back to the customer and be enjoyed.